Hello, everyone. Welcome back to part 3. You guys,
dry in German.
It's been 45 minutes. You're back aboard the Warhead Chaser. What are you doing?
I'm sitting with Skurb as he trying to get him to disencrypt that file.
Okay, Skurb, what are you trying? Where are you on the ship? You get to choose where you guys are.
I'm sorry, you sounded cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Little internet hiccups. Skurb, you get to choose where he's having this conversation with you on the ship.
On the outer hull. No, I'm just kidding.
No, why don't we go with that? Why don't we go with that?
No.
Like, why do we say Skurb's up there playing golf? And Maru's like, so,
about that encryption. No, I'd say I'd probably be in the intelligence room, and I'd probably have it on silent mode, because I do not doubt that Maru will follow me around the ship and constantly just be making small talk until I mention the encryption thing. So okay, I'll pull out my slicer gear and I'll get down to the encryption, but I'm gonna face my screen away from Maru.
okay, so are you being obvious about it? Like, God, you're bothering me. Stop watching me. Or are you trying to be subtle?
Yeah. No.
No.
I
can't do it when people watch.
Pretty much, yeah.
I realize he might need his space, so I sit in the corner and I'm like, so how's it going?
Maru, the last time somebody looked over my shoulder while I was slicing something, half the city's power grid never recovered.
You're not wrong. That is an accurate statement that you made there.
Now, please, friend, if you will. And I'm just gonna get into it. Do I start noticing that anything about the encryption? Should I roll something?
Roll a computers check. With a 3 with a boost.
Fancy. Okay, let's see here.
Difficulty 3 with a boost.
Difficulty 3. Okay, sorry, my mouse scroll is screwed. Okay, difficulty 3. I got a boosty boost.
A boosty boosty boost.
A boosty boost. Let me check my skills real quick. Where the heck do I... Okay. Huh. Character info? Ah.
Skills.
No. Oh, yeah. Thought there was a thing that you could write, like, your traits and stuff. Where's that at?
Honestly, every time somebody writes the code... Oh, you mean to check on what your traits were?
Oh, here it is. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you found it. Never mind.
Okay, let's see. Sorry. I just wanted to... I think I have code breaker.
Remove
one setback and difficulty die for breaking code or decryption on a... Oh, it's not a communication system. When defending computer, nope. Reduce the time needed for... Nope. She's nah. All right, I'm good. I'll just roll computers. Sorry.
Now, if you want him to look over your shoulder, he could give you another boost die.
Ba-doop. Ah.
All right, you're not able to do it, but the advantage is the more you think about it, you've seen that programmer's code before. It seems really familiar to you.
Like, how familiar? Like, intimately? Like, I know...
Yeah, you know this programmer. You can't remember who it is, but you haven't seen anything like this for years.
Not since before Maru was locked away.
Wow, this is an old encryption, Maru.
And it goes, yeah, it seemed like it.
Would you like to try again with a setback?
I would like to try again with a setback, yes.
So add a setback.
Which will be taken away because no, it's not a communication.
Yes,
damn
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was going to give it to you, damn it.
It's all right.
Then your honesty.
So, 3 and then a setback.
And a boost.
And a boost. Okay. 1 second. Let me see. Computer.
Holy shit.
I have an idea for the double triumph. If you mind.
Okay.
By
all means.
Say that you're able to find out what it is, and when you find it out, you're able to exit out of it the moment that you find out who it is without missing a beat. And you delete it.
Okay, but do I get to know what it is first, or?
Yes. That was the day that you downloaded the song from the Jizz Band. You remember it clearly, too.
So it's got, like, it's like Skurb's, like, iTunes and, like...
Yeah, and you freaking... And you basically, you encrypted it, and you change your encryption so much that you can't ever remember using an encryption system like that. And it was literally a prank that was supposed to expire, but when they... And it never did, because the whole infrastructure was taken out.
Is there any way that I can just change the meta tag to somebody else?
Would you like to change it to Teal or Ty? They're
I'm
the
gonna
only
change it
people that you know
Ty.
intimately enough. All right, yeah, so you change all the information to Ty. No problem, that's your other triumph.
Okay.
There you go, so you didn't
Sweet
delete
deal.
it, you transferred blame. You found it, though. And
what a fucking cuck.
would you like to access the file?
I would love to access the file.
Playing over the speakers, you hear... I
I thought it was dun, 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 dun,
Hang on, it
dun,
started in the middle of the song. The middle of the track.
I'm gonna pause it and be like, oh, sorry. My bad. I'm gonna pause it, I'm gonna rewind it to the beginning, and then I'm gonna hit it.
So you remember that you actually, when you downloaded it...
It's an audio file.
Yeah, and you played the song that you wanted, and you're like, oh, that's hilarious. And then you never, like, restarted it.
Like...
So you go back to the beginning, and that's when you hear... Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum,
I'll turn it off. It seems to be an audio file, but it's an old encryption, Maru.
This was connected to my cell.
Well, wow. I mean, according to this metadata, do I have to roll coercion or deception or whatever it is? Because I'm not very good at it.
I feel like
You
wouldn't,
hang on.
because Maru trusts him.
No. I think he would, but it would be with boosts.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think lying like this, it's the deception is not just saying, hey, I think it was Ty. It's like you're convincing him that Ty completely betrayed him. So depending on how well you do, if you succeed, Maru's not going to be like, no, Ty wouldn't do that. He's going to be fucking pissed. But if you win,
and
if you lose, he'll be like, nah, Ty's not like that.
pissed.
Whatever. That would be Ty.
Okay.
Ty. Remember, Ty hates pranks. Come on.
Yeah.
His wife would find out. It'd be fucked, man. So,
Okay.
the difficulty's going to be 2 purple.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's
Jarl,
not very...
spend a red. Spend a red.
Hang on.
Come on.
2 purple.
It just count as... Did I use a light side point on deception?
Yeah.
I mean, that
You
seems
get-
oxymoronic.
You get a boost die. Yeah, you get a boost die because Tarkin's already planted in Aaron's head that somebody in the group is trying to oust him. Like, they don't trust him.
I wouldn't know that, though.
You guys know, but I'm saying that makes it easier to convince Maru that Ty's up to something because you guys don't like him anymore. And I'm going to give you a boost die because you guys are best friends, and I'm going to give you a boost die because he just listened to the music and is already a little infuriated, and I'm going to give you a boost die because you know Ty's information. The question is not, can you make the roll with all these boost dies? It's, does your character really throw Ty into the hole?
How pissed is Maru going to be? That's the real question.
How many boost dies is that total?
6?
3 or 4? 4?
4?
4. But, yeah, sorry. I can't count.
Okay. Okay. Deception roll.
Oh, motherfucker. I hate you.
Skurb.
That's for my
Skurb.
face recognition software.
That you never got back.
Skurb, I would like you to tell me what the advantage is.
The advantage is that Maru doesn't... No, that's too much.
No, I think it's not.
Say it. Just say it.
That Maru doesn't feel... He doesn't feel angry, like violent anger. He just feels hurt.
You know what? Let's say this. Let's say that your advantage is that Maru feels some sort of closure. Like...
Oh, okay.
Like, finally he's like... I've been wondering who did that to me. Oh, it was one of you. Wait.
No. Wait, yeah. So go ahead and tell me, Skurb. Go ahead and tell me.
Maru.
Yeah.
This has Commander Ty's metadata on it. It's from his personal playlist. I'm gonna rotate the screen around so you can see it.
So I look at it and I go, so what you're saying is that Commander Ty did this to me for 5 years?
It seems like he likes pranks after all.
Maru drops to the ground.
Tony's like,
I'm gonna delete the file.
I vomit from laughing so hard.
actually, you can't delete the file. With the way it was encrypted, it requires the username and password of the person who the file belongs to. Unfortunately, only Captain Ty can delete the file.
Maru, do you have comms? He's just like, ha 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 ha. Okay. I'm gonna go to keypad on near the door of the console, and I'm gonna enable communications, and I'm gonna page him on the ship's comms.
Okay, first we're gonna rewind a little bit. I want to know 45 minutes after the execution what Ty is doing.
When he got back to the ship, he quickly went to his room, started pulling all the data for the burn notice on his wife, and as he's trying to review it, he's got so much going on in his head that he actually goes to that outside area, since the ship is in atmosphere, that outside area that's on the front of the ship that they came in on. Yeah. So he can just clear his head and just kind of look out onto the planet. So he's just kind of out there, capes kind of waving.
There's dents where the walker landed in the panel.
There's a doctor on there.
And as you're walking out with your data pad, it's going over some files that you've received, and you see something that says you've received an audio file.
I'll click it and play it.
Yeah, you click it and you play it. Turn it
off. I'm trying to see where it came from.
It came from your computer 5 years ago.
I hate that song, and I'll just delete it.
It's like enter your password?
Yeah, I just type it in.
Do you remember your password from 5 years ago?
You type it in, and it
password
goes.
That's been for 15.
You type it in, and it goes.
The hell?
Incorrect password. Click here for login details.
I'm gonna click it.
And it says your password was changed 10 minutes ago.
How is my? That's where I know it's like, oh my god, and I just start walking back inside and going to where I last saw Skurb.
Yeah, you open the door as Skurb is communicating with you. You're heading to him as Skurb's communicating with you. And you hear him.
Yeah, Maru is laughing ridiculous in the background.
I'm going to open the door.
I don't even notice the door opening.
We have a situation, sir.
I'm going to show him my data
Tony's
pad.
looking freaked out. He's sitting there with the rifle.
I'm going to show him the data pad.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
You show him the data pad and it says invalid login.
You know something about
Maru? Yeah, Maru brought me this encrypted file, sir. And I'm gonna show him the display with the metadata on there. Apparently, this is from 5 years ago.
Maru's petering out at this point.
I'm gonna start reading over the data that he has.
Yeah, somebody hacked into Kessel and targeted this one piece of the structure and jammed the comms and overlaid them and played this song on loop for 5 years.
I'm just going to look at Skurb.
I just need a password, sir.
It seems my password doesn't work now.
What a cunt.
Not a problem. I'll reset it for you, sir.
Yeah, you sit down and you go to do the login details and none of them are right.
Well, we needed to scrub the entire systems anyway, so...
Reset to factory settings.
Can I try on Ty's datapad?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it needs a password to get into it.
I'm gonna hand it back to him, sir.
I'm gonna try to type in my password again.
Invalid password. It seems your Imperial login has changed.
Does this have anything to do with your wife, sir? You know, if I had that little black box I gave you about 12 years ago...
Can I roll a discipline? Because I'm in a bad mood when he brings up my wife. I'm even worse.
Yeah, sure. What would you suggest the difficulty is?
Against me?
3?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm probably pretty easy, because I am not that, you know...
Yeah, you are easy.
I am kind of like, you know...
Well, I mean, it's more of a discipline for me to not choke shit out of your character. So, we'll do 3.
I have a broad neck, so...
There we go.
I think the threat is
The threat is, kill me.
I think the threat is that the file, the evidence of the MP3 file that Maru had received is time-stamped for the exact same time that the burn notice went out.
So you're looking kind of distraught. Is there something I should know? I mean, all this strange computer login stuff.
I'm just going to set my datapad down and just reset my password.
He just grabs a thermal detonator and just like, this is the answer.
I got something to attend to.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you know how she thinks, and after a couple tries, you finally figure out all the information she changed about you. And you realize she's describing herself if she were a man. And they're like, even in the
was
description,
that for him or me?
even the description's like, maybe I'd get some goddamn respect.
I'm going to just grab my datapad, carry on, gentlemen, and I'm going to start heading back to my room.
Maru, is there
Sir.
anything you want to say to him before he leaves?
Oh, Mara just looks over. Great prank, boss.
I'll stop. As I'm just like completely like flustered, I'll just be like,
Sir. Sir.
What?
everything that we've seen so far or encountered on this last mission has been shady. I mean, I'm not talking the normal us jobs shady. I'm talking about there's some top level stuff going on here. And I personally don't like to be used as a pawn, sir, if I may speak freely. I miss the old empire, sir.
As I stand in the door, okay, I'm gonna answer that.
Yeah, like it's like that movie where it's like, Dad, you never spend time with us. You're right, honey. I'm just gonna. Oh, it's The Office.
Oh, I gotta take this.
1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Tarkin
I'll,
says, Tyro, forget
Yes,
Coruscant.
Where do you need us?
I have a lead on that that resistance ship. It's called the Destiny Horizon. Even better than that, I have all of its schematics. I want you to hunt them down. I want you to destroy the Destiny Horizon. That is your new mission. Click.
Did he transfer the data to me
Yes.
of the Destiny Horizon?
The Warhead Chaser has been transferred into your possession as an ambassador. And now it's time to go.
I'm going to transfer the data to Skurb, look at him, get the ship ready.
You notice
Well, when
something. He's not asking for your wife. He knows she's still on board. He's just telling you to leave.
Exactly. I'm telling Skurb to get ready, and I need to go speak with my wife.
Okay.
When he says
I'm
that
gonna
we're
go
getting
talk
ready-
to the deck officers.
When he
Yeah.
says that we're getting ready to leave, Maru like sobers up and is like, "What? Wait, what? We're going?"
I'm gonna look at Maru and pat him on the shoulder. We're going hunting.
Oh boy! I run to my room.
Yeah. And I'm going to head to my room to talk to my
Okay.
wife before we leave.
I'm gonna explicitly tell them to evacuate all non-essential personnel.
Yeah, the deckhands?
Yeah.
Yeah, now, you notice, Skurb, a lot of your deckhands and the troops that are present are actually the men that you guys saved throughout the city. Like, your security team on the ship is the badass Imperial stormtroopers that you guys encountered when they put down those infected. That's your security team.
Nice.
And the Moff's son, as a thank you to your group, has equipped them with the new stormtrooper armor. So they all have the riot batons.
Cool. It's
And
that guy from the movie.
Yeah.
Maru at that point, can I see one of those? And he's just
And-
like he plays with it and he shocks himself. Ah!
There you go.
I'm done with that. It's like, playing with, like nunchucks, like hits himself. Okay.
Take it back.
So, everybody's moving around, non-essential. Huh?
I was just wondering if the stormtroopers had the really cool like first order helmets, or are they like
Yeah.
still the traditional?
No, they are the first order troopers. These are the new ones.
Oh yeah.
Production facilities on point, man.
One of them walks up to you. It's the officer of the troops. Yes, it appears this is actually the Moff's design. It was better sealed so that the spores and pollen doesn't quite break the seal. With trouble from the resistance, they needed to be more capable of melee combat and more protection.
I'm just gonna be like, it's like, that's awesome. Like I'm just totally, I like it. I'm gonna inquire about do I need to do anything specifically? Should I have like be doing a job right now, or is the deck officers handling that kind of stuff? Like, I'm not sure what.
Well, I mean, you're the pilot. So the only crew
So yeah,
you
well,
really
I'm just
are...
waiting for them to get my
Well, no,
thing
no,
up and running, so I can
that's
just
what I'm
hop in the
saying.
seat.
So you're probably going to be more closely attached to the engineers rather than
okay.
security. Security,
Yeah.
they're just going to guard the ship. You probably need to head to the engine room and let them know. Prepare.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna attempt a little bit of a speech about how we need to, you know, give it everything she's got. That we're the, you know, the shining example of the new order, and I'm gonna say it semi-sarcastically, but just because I still like the shining example of the new order, you know, like one of those deals. What would I roll for trying to kind of bolster their, you know,
What do you think it would be?
computers?
I think it's charm. You're like flipping their switches. I thought you were talking to the engineering staff, but you're actually talking to their equipment. You're like, you know, it's going to be a rough ride.
Can I give him a boost die by standing with him with my spear in my hand, and giving him a Wookiee roar?
Since you're in charge of security, you're probably dealing with those guys. I
Oh,
don't think you go to engineering.
okay. In that case, I'm seeing what the new guys' moves are. Like, see if they have anything worthwhile. Go on with your roll.
Oh, you
Okay.
want them to go to the sparring mat?
Oh
Difficult.
yeah.
Yeah, you take a handful of them to the sparring mat. You've got some Wookiee rage to release, and a few of them agree. And they don't have the right batons with them. Instead, they have like training American Gladiator style Q-tip looking weapons.
Bugle sticks.
Sure.
I put big bop'em sock'em gloves on my hands and just start pummeling the shit out of them because I know it's not going to do anything to them. They're just going to get knocked down.
Roll. Okay, so we already know what we're gonna have. Skurb, roll. I want you to get ready to roll me in athletics versus 2 purple. Skurb, make your check.
Hold on 1 second. Dogs are coming in. Okay. What was the difficulty? Sorry.
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, the engineers already have mad respect for you because of all the hell, like the righteous flying.
And this
you
is
did.
this is a charm. Let's see how this works out. I am kind of charming. Interesting. Yeah.
There you go.
It works. I think the threat of it is that you see they're kind of alarmed that you guys are leaving so soon. I mean, the damage on the ship has only been under repair for like less than a day, and you guys have to go now. So they share their concerns with you. But sir, there's still hull breaches on deck 9 and 3. We're understaffed, sir. This ship should have a crew of 150. There's only 20 of us. We're going to take care of a crew in hyperspace.
It only takes 20 of us, and I'm just gonna like, no more questions. Forward it all to my email or Captain Ty.
Sir, Captain Ty hasn't been answering our email for weeks.
I'll make sure that he gets. There obviously is a problem with his data pad, or I'll look into it, and I'll just.
All right, Maru. Your security team looks ready and rocked. And you fucking... This reminds me of the Gaston song from Beauty and the Beast where he gets in the fight, like the fist fight with those guys, and he's just sweeping through them.
No one
punches like Maru. No one sucks it like Maru. No one gets Wookiee rage and punches like Maru.
Nobody's gonna tear their brand new First Order uniform like Maru.
My broken ribs make me wish I was castrated. That's our Wookiee.
Please, Maru.
Yeah. And then after the musical number, you guys leave the gym just exhausted and bonded. Like, some of them are punching you on the arm, like soldier bonding, like, yeah, we just worked out pheromone sweat. Yeah. Let's get a beer.
Wookiee needs a shower.
Yeah, right. The Wookiee didn't even break a sweat. His new uniform actually radiates him and keeps him cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, very, very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go back up to the bridge. I'm gonna hop and do my my pre-flight checks.
Yeah, Ty, you walk into your room.
Is my wife there?
She's currently packing a bag. And apparently she hacked your laptop. Because she's taking that with her.
Can you change my passwords back?
Yeah, I just did. I only went in there so that I could reclaim this computer. You can use mine, Ambassador. She looks at you incredulously. You realize that our trial's tomorrow, and you guys are leaving. The ambassadors are going to make their decision without you there.
I feel like this was their plan all along.
Why do you need Burn notice me? I've sacrificed you. I've sacrificed me. She sits down. Lost my humanity to make their dream a reality. You don't look at me with loving eyes anymore. You look at me like a dog looks at a master, and that's not what I want. It's part of the reason why I don't respect you any longer. And I'm sorry.
I deserved everything for what I did.
Oh, no, you did not. She hesitates. I projected guilt onto you.
It was a tough time for us. The Empire was falling apart. You did everything that you could, and I failed you as your husband.
No, you idiot. I projected my guilt on you. I figure if I could villainize your discretion, no one would ever find out about mine. She looks forward.
I just kind of look up. What discretion?
We didn't attack Paradise on accident.
And why did you?
Well, I infiltrated it, and I needed to lay low. But where I was staying, and I was only there for a week, I ended up losing myself. I too cheated.
I'm just gonna kind of like walk back into the wall. And
I know
all that-
everything about the woman you slept with. I think it's only fair I tell you who he was and everything. He was a drunk. I thought I could take advantage of him. And I moved in. We laid low. He had connections with Cooper. I was able to get all the intel I needed. But Grodd had a way with women.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I need to roll another discipline check.
Yeah.
This is some like Regis Fillmore shit. Oh my god.
Next on Mari.
Oh my. Next on Maru. So
I think
you're saying
this
that
one
you
needs to
both
be the
cheated
hard-
on each other.
Oh
hard
my
fascinating.
god.
thing. Or I need a setback from all the other stuff that's going on. I need something. I need.
Oh.
How you like that promotion now, sir?
Yeah, I need. Yeah.
Swift kick in the dick,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so
3 difficulty.
yeah.
2 setback.
Okay.
And an upgrade on my side.
Yeah.
If I were you, sir,
Yeah.
I would. Yeah. Dig deep, feel the force.
Yes. Yes, that's what I wanted.
You take... I'm going to say that there's... The threat is that it's reached a boiling point, but she says something that
That really sets me off.
really fucking just makes you lose it.
Yeah, let's do this.
He was,
Oh no, it's worse than that.
This big.
Okay.
It's worse than that. She looks down. I don't know. Maybe I let my guard down because he wasn't human.
With that,
rude.
this is where the commando comes out. Ty is literally going to grab her by her collar and slap the dog shit out of her.
You failed your discipline check, sir. I need you to roll in athletics.
Woo.
Against.
Athletics or brawl?
You're Jean-Claude Van Damme in
I need you to
any
roll
80s
in
movie.
athletics.
Okay.
Against 3 purple.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give you 4 boosts. All conditionary.
Okay,
Use
well, let's
snaps, sir.
go. Yep.
Alright. Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
That means that you made a deal with yourself that you were going to slap the shit out of her until your hand got tired.
Mm-hmm.
But your hand isn't getting tired. And it isn't until your shoulder begins to hurt that you stop. And when you look down, your hair's frizzled. There's blood splatter on your uniform. And her nose is broken, and her eye is black, and her lip is busted, and she's missing a tooth, and she's looking at you going, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Use the force.
I'm
Do
literally
it.
going to back up from her and look down at my uniform and my hands.
My God.
Yeah.
Unleash your anger on your hatred, Ty.
Do it. Do it.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
I'm going to grab her bag, open the door, throw it out, and just point. Get out.
She can't stand because she's dizzy and has a concussion. But
Then I'm going
she
to
does
grab her.
crawl out the door on her hands and knees in front of you like a dog as you point.
As soon as she crosses the threshold, I'm going to shut the door and throw up.
Yeah, you definitely throw up easily.
I'm never getting my facial recognition software, am I?
Probably not.
She's like, oh shit, you know what? I forgot to pack my recognition face. Gah! Left it right in the closet.
Yeah, from that, I'm just going to sit in the room and just...
Yeah, you go over to, like, you have a table where you guys used to share morning coffee, and you sit down, and she's left a photo of you and her in a happier time. And there's a note next to it that she's written on paper, which to spies is a big deal because paper can't be traced. I know how much I hurt. It said, I know how much I hurt you. I had to leave. My heart is with Grad Hahali, and I've been stringing you along. Please remember this. Remember this moment where we actually were happy.
With that, Ty is going to go on his comms to Skurb. When we're ready to depart, just go. Turn off my comms, find a bottle of alcohol, and start drinking myself until I pass out.
Yeah, not a problem. I think with the emotion that you are too, it's not hard to get drunk. It's like your body's like, yeah!
Get fucking wasted!
Woo!
Holy crap. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for all decks to report.
So Maru, you're standing there, and one of the soldiers comes up to you. Sir, we have a witness reporting an assault.
Where? What sector?
He hands you the blueprints. It's about Captain Flynn, sir. His wife didn't hit him this time. Actually, She's not in good condition. She's in the infirmary.
I start running to the infirmary.
And then Skurb, your engineers give you the green light on the bridge. The bridge is beautiful. I mean, the ship is dirty. It's been underground for a long time, but it's got a hologram of the galaxy out in front of you that you can interact with.
All right, boys. I'm gonna crack my little knuckles, and I'm gonna just be like, all right. Well, since Ty never told us where we're going,
I sent the information to you, so there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
dang. Okay.
Well, you got information on the ship, but you don't know where the ship is.
Let me. Can I roll a knowledge underworld to see? Because me and Teal have been doing bounty missions, so I want to see if I can find some of my information contacts.
Yeah. Do that, and roll me a 2 purple.
Okay. Let's see. Reset. That's important.
Good thinking, sir. Good thinking.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Outer rim. Knowledge. Yeah. Outer rim against 2 purple. Shaboink.
Oh.
That's confusing.
Okay, here's what you do. Add a boost die and add a setback die. So 1 black, 1 blue, and reroll.
Okay.
That's the rule of escalation.
Okay. Black and a blue.
Black and a blue and reroll.
You know what else is black and blue?
Now that you got a reroll, do you want to spin a light side?
Yeah, I think that would be very, very decent.
Please do. I need those.
Shaboink. All right. So, what do I do? Upgrade on my side?
Yep. Or you could downgrade my side.
Nah. 2's pretty chill. Okay. Underworld, right? Yeah.
Underworld?
Yeah.
Oh! You know who to ask. There's a guy that you know that you've dealt with bounty hunting. You actually helped get some black sun off his back in the past. But he may actually have information on ships that are passing in and out through the core worlds. Because the core worlds are no longer off limits to the rebellion.
Because I remembered the word Coruscant as well. So that's going to really strike with me.
Which is why you found your friend, a great gatherer of information. His name is Raul.
Okay. Perfect. All right, let me put in astrogation data to Raul. This time I'm showing up in Star Destroyer.
It's in the Undercity. You guys can't go to Coruscant.
I know.
You do realize that would be like a Mon Calamari cruiser showing up at Coruscant at the height of the Empire.
And be like, hey guys.
What's up?
So you're gonna have to find a way to get in. You know what? Though, as a bounty hunter, guess what the first thing that pops in your head is? Steal a ship.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna roll astrogation to the nearest shipping lanes. Yeah, one of the nearer shipping lanes, and preferably adjacent to somewhere where we can hide the ship. You know what I mean? I can hide it on the backside of a moon, or maybe an asteroid field. Since Captain Ty doesn't care, I get to do whatever I want.
What about a no questions asked, no,
like a no questions asked port?
Right.
So wouldn't that be like showing up in a Ferrari to like a underground street race?
Yeah. And nobody tries to steal from you.
Yeah.
Because they know that usually means you're badass. You know that ever since the collapse of the Empire, that the wheel has basically become a safe haven for criminals.
I hate that place. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. So shall I roll astrogation to plot the...
No, you've got people for that.
Rude. Okay, well, I'll just transfer the coordinates to navigation.
Shouldn't you go talk to Ty and let him know before you jump?
No.
All right.
He told me just to go, so I'm just gonna start pulling it out of atmosphere.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that because I was gonna have you jump while in atmosphere. Yeah,
I mean,
you head out of atmosphere, and
if I'm gonna get a bra out of it,
the dock authorities like, please state your business and blah 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 blah.
I'll be like, all communications need to be redirected to Grand Moff Tarkin. And I'm going to continue to take off.
Oh, yes, the ambassador ship.
Yep.
Interesting name for it. It looks like you guys just had your SID changed.
What?
What's the name? Over.
It looks like it used to be registered as a warhead chaser. Oh, that's a great name. And now it's registered under Vengeance. Looks like it was changed by the Admiralty, sir.
I'm just gonna smile like basically as much as a Soliston can.
You look like a stack of IHOP pancakes.
Yeah, like I'm just like, yeah, and I'm just gonna be like, yes, and then I'll be like, all right, well, permission to leave atmosphere,
Granted, sir. You are an ambassador ship. You have the Moff's authority.
Cool. I'm gonna think for a second of something to say to him, and then I'm just gonna turn off the comms and go.
Yeah.
Click.
I'm like, click. All right.
Ethan, you get a message. It's a hollow contact.
I'm going to drunkenly tap it.
You open it up. It's Tarkin.
Jeez.
I'll set the bottle down.
What are you doing, buddy?
Look at him.
You don't need to salute, he says as he holds his hand up. I noticed you didn't change your uniform. He points to the blood.
Yeah. Just
listen,
look down.
I need to tell you something. It's important. It's about and you see he falls to the ground and electricity's traveling through his body. And he goes and then falls face down, whimpering. The troopers come up and they run up, and just like the police, they put their hand over the camera, and then the comm cuts.
I'm going to try to reconnect.
You try to call him back.
You reconnect, and it's the Moff.
What happened?
I don't know. He collapsed. He's in terrible condition, though. His skeleton compressed. He's got marks on him as if a pile of boulders fell on him.
Get him to a back to tank as quickly as possible. Do everything that you can.
We will. If you need anything, contact me. Try not to enjoy Coruscant without me.
Yeah, I'll just turn it off.
Meanwhile, across the galaxy, on the arid sands of Tatooine, a giant windstorm is going, and the camera flies through the windstorm and down underneath the sands of Tatooine to the sound of combat echoing off the walls, the sound of shattering glass down in the depths of a laboratory, somebody going, oh dear, he's fallen in, and metallic steps continuing onward. And as the camera pans away from this chrome protocol droid walking along some cyborg that just looks mostly dead, the camera turns down the hall towards a laboratory where a sarcophagus is hooked up to Bacta tanks. And the sarcophagus is kept alive with this Bacta. There's the sound of a small charge. Boom! Wow! And the entire facility is flattened. Boulders come crunching down on top of the sarcophagus, bending it, breaking it, cracking it until the hoses are severed. And that's where we're going to end part 3. If you liked what you saw, punch a like on that video, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and tune in for part 4. as we go back to Dust to figure out what's going on. Things were going so well. And bye-bye.